Hello, everyone. Let me sit down before I fall down, huh? How you doing? Hey, this is kind of wonky. Oh well, it's kind of far away. That's all right. I'm here to, if it's Wednesday, I'm here to do Tag Tuesday. I don't know why I can't get them done on Tuesday anymore. I'm so busy. But this is a tag called the Don't Forget About Me. I was tagged by my friend Greg at Another Bibliophile Reads. Now I've got a stack of books. If I could turn the camera around, I'd show you. That's why I like this tag, unscripted. I can just hold up books, talk about them, and tag some people. There's only 4 questions. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's about books. Well, let's just get into it. The first one's Clean Slate. The books that you don't even remember reading. And I've got a few. I've got a couple. I'm a little bit ashamed to admit because these were group reads. One's Clarice Lispector, translated from the Portuguese, Near to the Wild Heart. The title is a quote from Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man by Joyce, but this is from 2000. Well, no, I read it in 2020. Here's the thing, I was in the hospital, so I brought this book into the hospital with me so I could, read it. And then another book, but I read this I'm in a Lispector reading group with about 4 other booktubers. So anyway, I need to read this. And the other book I've read one time before, was a buddy read, is Kurt Vonnegut's God Bless You, Mr. Rosewater. And again, I'm in the secret Kurt Vonnegut group. If anybody out there likes Vonnegut like we do, let me know. Get you in the Voxer group. But we're about to read this. I think next upcoming month, we read a Vonnegut book every quarter. But I don't remember too much about this book. Is Nixon in it? I forget. Is it the time of Nixon? Is that no Kilgore? Trout's in it. Anyway, I'll be reading that soon. The next one is Jeannie's Lamp. Books you wish you could forget. Now, I've got a few of those. First one, mentioned Greg again. We're threatening to do a group read on Gravity's Rainbow. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready to dive into this yet. I've read this book a couple, 2, 3 times. It's really annotated by me. I read it with the book chemist, along with a group that he did on the book. So, I don't know. What do you think? Here's another book that I've read twice, 2666 to 666 and back. Yeah, about the Sonoran Desert in Mexico and all these brutal killings of Mexican women. And, Roberto Bolaño. Hard book to take. This is another one that I read in 2020, buddy read. Again, I was turned on to this book, Richard Wright, Native Son. This book is hard-hitting. Prop 3, Forgotten Gems, books you think need more love. I've got a couple, kind of on a prison theme. I don't know if even Greg's read this, Falconer by John Cheever. Got it in hardback. I've read it a couple times. Need to read it again. I've got a note in here from last time I read it. There's a character named Toledo. I was born and raised in Toledo, Ohio. And page 110, One Hung Low. Now, there's a Chinese restaurant in Chinatown that's closed down now Chinatown in Portland called One Hung Low. There's still a big sign up front. If I was still using my editing skills, I'd put a picture up right there. And another book that needs more love is Don Carpenter's Hard Rain Falling. Another prison book. Kind of takes place in, starts out in Portland, then goes on to San Francisco and that. But those are two books that I'd like to reread. Prompt 4, Forget-Me-Nots, books that you'll always remember. Greg again, I know this is if not one of his favorites, Confederacy of Dunces. I've read this I don't know, 4 or 5 times. I know like all the scenes in it. It's not annotated up by me at all. Go figure, but it's kind of fallen apart a little bit. Like I said, I've read it a few times. Another book I want to reread, and we'll get around to rereading this one of these years, is Against the Day. And I really like this book a lot. I happen to have 2 copies of it. It's annotated up by me. Pynchon. Pynchon is the sheet. Pynchon is the sheet. One of my favorite books. And, here's another book that I wish I could forget about. Transcript. It's concrete poetry from the Nazis. And it's hard-hitting, hard to take. It's hard to describe. But a friend of mine in England sent me this book. It has all kinds of interesting forms of poetry, but it's all based on concentration camps, and I can't remember if it's Auschwitz and Poland or what. But getting back to prompt 4, I'll never forget this book now, Pet Sematary by Stephen King. You know why? Because I just reread it, and then today I reread it with MJ, and then we watched the movie. And we coordinated, so we watched it at the same time, and we're texting back and forth like, oh my God, because I couldn't remember seeing it. I think she remembered seeing the movie, but she hadn't read the book. So it was kind of cool to do that. So that's the tag. I'm going to tag some people. This tag was originally created by, did I mention, Bookworm Adventure Girl? So I'll leave a link below to her. And then Greg tagged me. Go back to their channels and get the prompts. Well, there's only 4. But if you can't remember them, because I don't like to type out with my thumbs. So I'll tag some people. I'm not going to announce them here, but I'll tag them when they'll be in the description box. And because I'm thinking about people as I didn't mention them through this video. So I'll mention in the box. I'll talk to you later. Take care.